I go grouping based on 1, 2, 3, in this case 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the loop. Right there. There's your concept. Either way, it's still a Koskinen rhythm. If you take that pattern and just write that out as a loop, and start that pattern on the 4th 16th note of 1, okay, and run the same exact sequence of notes, it's a Mozambique. Now, to me, I think it's astounding that for all the drum books that have been written for however long we've been doing this, that no one has ever pointed out that coincidence or that fact that the Koskinen and the Mozambique, which are two heavy rhythms, right, in drumming, I mean, they date back centuries. They're used for religious celebration, okay, and meditation. They are exactly the same loop, okay? You understand what I'm saying? It's like... I can just change the bass and snare, the mesons interacting with that loop, okay? It's the interaction of the mesons that determine whether or not it's a Mozambique or a Koskinen. To me, I think that's really cool and really fascinating, and I still cannot believe, for all the Afro-Cuban books that I've read or looked through, that there has never been that brought up. No one has ever noticed it, you know, maybe, but whatever. To me, what's also significant is that those two rhythms are born out of the pure physics, in my opinion. Interacting vibrations, which is what everything is anyway. And what music is a metaphor for our experience of life, you know, and expression, art. You get bored with that, you got all the independence you'll ever need. Gee, I think I work on my hands. Okay, here's some really cool stuff. Simple, just play every note, accent every note, every written note. So you're going to go. Your reference, all right? Oh, left hand lead. Okay, left hand lead, right hand lead. All right, that's super fantastic. Okay, but I'm a kid. I am a kid, and I want to be able to play on my drum set. So. Okay, play all the written notes on the tom-toms. Lola! Oh, that's a dog I like. Okay. Okay, you get the idea. Then. And then it starts getting kind of cool. And like I said, they're just exercises, but you piece these together in different orders, you get all sorts of stuff. But I'm not a kid anymore, okay? I'm really getting serious about my chops, and I'm thinking double strokes are pretty important. Perhaps I'll, you know, work on some double strokes. Now you're doing roughs, 5-stroke rolls, 6-stroke rolls, all within the context of this same timing pattern, which continues to reinforce your fundamental understanding of where each one of those primary rhythmic points exists relative to the fundamental tempo. Okay? So whenever you work on this stuff, you're continuing to reinforce everything else that you've been doing. All right? And then, oh yeah, left hand. Okay, but now you're not only not a kid anymore, but you're really taking your playing seriously, and you're realizing that, gosh, when I play louder, I tend to start to grab the stick, you know? And I'm thinking, gosh, if I could figure out how to play and loosen up my grip more, that would be a good thing. So you're sitting around and shut up. We do that before you're doing. Shut up and talk. You just you think, okay, what if I just did a bounce on every note that's written on the sheet? Okay. All right. So I'm gonna do double stroke. Every note constitutes a double stroke, and we'll just do the first column because that way I don't have to qualify the second column. Okay. So. And then the next note that comes in, I just single stroke until it happens. So number 1 and number 2 will be. Right, if I just loop those two. Okay, so automatically inverts. So I'm doing left-hand lead and I'm thinking, but I still have some youthfulness as an adult, and I want to play these around the kit, so that you think to yourself, perhaps I'll play the accents on the tom-toms, and then bounce the stroke to the snare. Now, there is nothing better for. I had to do this stuff because I needed to make a bunch of changes. My wrists were being destroyed. I had cysts. Okay, I could bend this wrist this far for 10 years. When I started developing numbness in these fingers, it was either surgery, which would basically address, not really address anything, treat a symptom, or change my playing. Okay? You know, what time is it? Okay, never mind. I want to know. So, I had to do this stuff. This is stuff that I did to fix my playing, or to start fixing my playing. I have to bounce the stick with enough rebound to get all the way from here all the way from here. Okay, it seems at first like this is going to take forever to get down. I mean, for me it did. It's like, oh my God, this is going to take forever. And it doesn't. You just have to do it consistently. Relax. Slow. Now the whole sheet. Spin particle, because you got to go through the whole thing twice before it comes back around to 0, because it automatically inverts. Okay.